Green, giving you the best of broadcasting 24 hours. Agidigbo 88.7 FM, the people's voice.
There's a lot to digest and a lot of voices to be heard. Stick to the frequency that amplifies these voices, stories and reports that make the difference. This is Agidigbo News, 88.7 FM.
This is Kunle Amzat's studio, Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Welcome to News Around the World.
A very good evening to you and you're welcome to News Around the World on the most listened to radio station, Agidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan. I am Wuraola Yusuf. The headlines: Federal government reports a decline in food prices. Makinde inaugurates 11-member planning committee for 50th anniversary of Oyo State. United Kingdom Prime Minister says country won't give more visas to Indian workers. Mandela's grandson returns to South Africa after deportation by Israel. Nigeria battle Argentina for quarter-final slot. And now the details. The federal government has announced a decline in food prices and an improvement in crop production across the country, as stated in the 2025 Agricultural Performance Survey report. The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, in a press release today states that the report confirms steady growth in the production of major staples such as rice, maize, sorghum, millet, cowpea, yam and cassava, all of which show increases over 2024 levels. Senator Kyari attributed a progress and significant drop in food prices across all zones to improved supply conditions and the cumulative effect of government interventions in input support, extension service delivery, and mechanization. The minister, who commended the National Agricultural Extension and Research Liaison Services, Hamadu Bello University, and the Ministry's Technical Department for their input, described the development as a new standard of excellence and transparency in national agricultural performance reporting. The federal government has appealed to the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, to shelve its planned strike, assuring that it is committed to addressing all outstanding demands raised by the union. Addressing a news conference in Abuja today, the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, said the federal government is already looking into the demands of the union and progress is already being made in the ongoing negotiations between both parties. The minister explained that the Mahmoud Yayali Ahmed Federal Government Tertiary Institutions Expanded Negotiation Committee have been reconstituted and inaugurated to fast-track talks with both academic and non-academic unions in universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education, adding that President Bola Tinubu had given clear directives that all effort must be made to avoid another disruption in the nation's tertiary institutions. The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has inaugurated an 11-member planning committee for the 50th anniversary of the state. Governor Makinde inaugurated the committee during a special program held at the ESCO chambers of the governor's office, Agodi, Ibadan. While inaugurating the 11-member planning committee for the 50th anniversary of Oyo State, Governor Makinde described the celebration as a significant milestone in the state's history, emphasizing that marking 50 years of existence is truly worth celebrating. Governor Makinde charged the members of the committee to give their best and ensure that the Golden Jubilee celebration is memorable despite the prevailing economic challenges in the country, and urged them to identify and recognize individuals who have served the state meritoriously in various capacities, and also reaffirmed his administration's commitment to engaging the expertise of intellectuals regardless of their political affiliations. It was a bright, colorful and aroma-filled atmosphere as tomato and pepper sellers from across the 33 local government areas of Oyo State gathered in the ancient city of Ibadan today for a grand celebration and the coronation of some of their members. The event, which showcased unity and recognition among the traders, was filled with music, dance and excitement as popular Fuji artist Iroyin Pelu threw the crowd with melodious tunes that added glitz and glamour to the occasion. Agidigbo FM News correspondent Bowale Akimbode, who was live at the anniversary, brings the details.
The Odua Tomatoes and Pepper Seller Association of Nigeria, Oyo State Chapter, today held its Ata Day 2025 celebration alongside the coronation of some of its members, marking yet another eventful year of successful trading. Without a doubt, tomato and pepper seller remains vital in society, playing a crucial role in ensuring the steady availability of fresh produce to households, markets and food establishments across communities. According to Are Ileilu of Oyo State, Are Alice Olabisi Adeshokon, while appreciating the congregation, assured members of our unwavering commitment to the responsibilities entrusted to her. As Fuji artist, Iroyin Pelu entertained the crowd with melodious rhythms. Certificates and appointment letters were presented to individuals who were conferred with various titles and positioned within the Ata Day coronation structure. In separate interviews with Agidigbo FM, newly coronated members expressed gratitude to the association, urging colleagues across the state to remain united and maintain proper hygiene while carrying out their daily trade. Speaking further, Mrs. Adeshokon explained that the purpose of the ceremony was to promote unity and cooperation among members from different branches of the association, thereby strengthening their collective support for one another. The colorful event, which featured the coronation of several members, attracted traders, farmers and guests from all 33 local government areas of Oyo State, making it a true celebration of togetherness and growth within the tomato and pepper sellers community. Bowale Akimbode, Agidigbo FM News.
In the modern digital age, social media has become more than a platform for social interaction. It is now a powerful tool that shapes professional identity and career pathways. Social media platforms are not only spaces for entertainment, but also avenues for networking, self-promotion, and professional growth. As careers become increasingly intertwined with online presence, the influence of social media on career success is undeniable. Agidigbo FM News correspondent Tolu Lokpesalao reports on the positive and negative influence of social media on career and business. Here's the report.
Social media, on the positive side, provide exceptional access to opportunities. Professionals can showcase their skills, build personal brand, connect with industrial leaders, and gain visibilities across global networks. For instance, job seekers can find employment opportunities, entrepreneurs can market their businesses at low cost, and leaders can establish credibility by sharing experience. In an interview with Agidigbo FM News, Ms. Doka spoke on the part of media and its impact on career success.
Side that helps the young minds to get exposed to opportunities, to join webinars, conferences that help them and make them more intelligent. And negatively, it had made them exposed to some vices that make them morally.
Yet alongside these advantages, the negative implications are equally evident. Social media often foster comparison, unrealistic expectations, and distractions that can undermine focus and career development. In a separate interview with Agidigbo FM News, Mr. Rotimi Ojerinde shared his view on negative impacts of social media.
In fraudulent activities, people have been harmed through different means. So we also have people who actually have different opinion about social media, and one of the opinion is that, especially the upcoming the teenager.
In another interview with Agidigbo FM News, Ms. Oluwanifemi shared her view on the positive impacts of social media.
Social media has a lot of importance and impact on me personally. I'm a business owner. I sell jewelries and I'm a makeup artist. So learning, there are some things that you don't have to majorly go for career improvement.
Social media play a major role in shaping career success, both positively and negatively. On the positive side, it provides opportunities for networking, personal branding, skills showcasing, and global visibilities, which can open doors for jobs and business growth. On the negative side, it creates distraction, unhealthy comparison, unrealistic expectations, and evil reputation risks that may hinder long-term progress. Tolulope Salau, Agidigbo FM News.
And now it's time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Kule Hamzat studio at Gidigbo FM, United Kingdom. I am Olushola Damnola. Sir Keir Starmer has announced that United Kingdom government will not relax visa rules for India as he embarks upon 2-day straight trip to the country. The Prime Minister touched down this morning, taking 125 most prominent CEOs and leaders to Mumbai. This is the first blown trade mission to India since Theresa May was UK Prime Minister, and it is designed to boost ties between the two countries. However, Sir Keir has already turned down the wishes of some CEOs on the trip to increase the numbers of visas. While speaking to the journalists earlier today, Keir said the visa situation has not changed with free trade agreements. Therefore, United Kingdom government will not open up more visas. He stated further that the trip is about business-to-business engagements and job prosperity coming into UK. 5 people have been arrested following an alleged assassination attempt on Ecuadorian President Daniel Noboa, according to the country's energy minister, Ines Manzano. Noboa's car was surrounded by a group of people throwing stones as he traveled in a convoy to Kenya province, where he was scheduled to announce a set of infrastructure projects, although he was not hurt during the attack. The crisis started in Ecuador with a government statement to end subsidy on diesel so as to reduce public spending and to curb fuel smuggling. This is not the first time a convoy carrying Noboa has been attacked. However, Ecuadorian authorities have announced that those 5 arrested will face terrorism and attempted murder charges. And that ends the news from Kule Hamzat studio at Gidigbo FM, United Kingdom. I am Olushola Damilola.
Welcome back. And now we shall also be moving to our Maryland studio, United States, for more foreign news.
News from Kule Hamzat studio at Gidigbo 88.7 FM, United States. I am Uluwatosi Sonya. President Donald Trump has called for the jailing of Illinois officials, accusing them of not doing enough to ensure the safety of federal immigration officers who are conducting raids in Chicago. The president wrote in a social media post that Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, both Democrats, should be in jail for failing to protect ICE officers. Trump has previously called the city a war zone amidst protests against immigration enforcement. Pritzker has called the president's action authoritarian. The Republican president spoke as hundreds of National Guard troops arrived in the city as part of his immigration crackdown. The grandson of late South African president and anti-apartheid activist Nelson Mandela arrived in Johannesburg today after being detained and then deported by Israel, which prevented the flotilla he was part of delivering aid to Gaza. Mandela, who returned home with 4 other South Africans, said he and the group he was with were held in an Israeli prison for 6 days before being released via Jordan. Israel says reports of hunger in Gaza are exaggerated and dismissed the flotilla as a publicity stunt benefiting Hamas. It has denied mistreating the hundreds of people it detained, who included Swedish activist Greta Thunberg. That ends the news from Agidigbo 88.7 FM, United States. I am Uluwatosi Sonya.
You're welcome back. And now the exciting world of sports. The Flying Eagles will reignite their long-standing rivalry with Argentina when both nations clash in the round of 16 of the 24th FIFA Under-20 World Cup at the Estadio Nacional Julio Martinez in Santiago, Chile on Wednesday. The encounter promises to be one of the most anticipated fixtures of the knockout stage as two of the tournament's most decorated youth football nations face off for a place in the quarterfinals, with Nigeria and Argentina sharing a rich footballing history that spans several decades across different age grade and senior competitions. Heading into Wednesday's match, Argentina remained the most successful nation in the competition's history with 6 titles, while Nigeria have finished runner-ups twice in 1989 and 2005 and won bronze in 1985. Yet, the Flying Eagles will enter the tie with confidence rather than caution, buoyed by their progress from a challenging Group F and a growing self-belief within Ali Zubair